I like it.
We're back, Mayo and Chicken, and you think Obama is more racist than Trump. Let's get into it.
Does not like black people more than...
Oh yeah, Obama hates Trump. No, Obama hates black people more than Trump. Explain.
My reasoning behind this is that how are you the first black president and you don't do shit for niggas? Like, that's a huge issue for me. Like, you didn't drop the price on fried chicken. You didn't bring water.
You just lost all your credibility. You had the attention.
No, but in all seriousness,
lost
though, like, you didn't do anything for like the black community as a whole. Like, you didn't even try to like funnel some money into schooling. Like, you did nothing. You did the same thing as every other white president has done before you.
Invade countries?
You did, yeah, bomb the fuck out of the Middle East. You didn't do anything different, but you get all this...
I don't think trying to fit in and make it not seem like he's favoritism is hating them more. I don't think
100% it is.
Okay, so...
Yes, because you have the opportunity to make change, bro. Look at us right now. We're here still fighting for fucking police reform, and you were the goddamn president and didn't reform shit. That's a fucking joke.
Yeah, but I do...
What could he have done?
And you grew up in fucking Chicago.
Yeah.
What
That's a fucking joke.
But what could he have done?
The same thing we're trying to do right now. Get fucking shit reformed. Make them have to do like more education, or make them have to take a psych course. Something. He's the president. He has some sort of power, doesn't he?
But that being said,
why is all of this civil unrest among the black community? Why is the last time it's been this severe with the police?
Because it's an election year.
So long ago.
Well, no, the reason why it's so
feeding
bad
now with Trump.
The media, no, it's because of the media,
like
bro.
Years.
The cops have been killing niggas every year, the same fucking amount. The only difference is the media decided to focus this much this year because of Trump. Like I always say, I'm like, the reason why Trump gets so much shit is because he has somewhat like dog whistle politics, a little bit of like somewhat racist, edgy shit he says to get the racist vote so he stays in house.
No, he doesn't get the racist vote, in my opinion. I think he wins the conspiracy vote.
Who?
Trump.
He doesn't win the fucking conspiracy vote.
The whole, like,
People
he's taking
that
down
believe in conspiracy things don't even fucking vote.
Do you know the amount of people that think he's taking down a pedophile ring right now? Like, it's ridiculous. If you like the fact that he did this with the first, like, he took down this whole conspiracy world against the Clintons.
If people really thought that was true, then there'd be a lot more like left-sided voters voting for him because
what do you mean left-sided
the left
voters?
loves taking down pedophiles.
The lefts are pedophiles.
Both sides are pedophiles. They both are.
True. Well,
what
that's
the fuck?
fair.
Trump had the alleged sexual misconduct with a 14-year-old. We all know what Biden does, or Biden. He's bidding on some children.
He's been licking some kids' fucking leg hairs. Yo, so who's more racist, Obama or Trump?
Did we already do this?
No, we did Trudeau or Trump.
Oh, Trudeau or Trump?
And someone asked, is Biden or Trump more racist? Which we all know that, like, the guy who passed the 94 crime bill is probably more racist.
I wouldn't say that Obama is more racist than Trump. I would say that Obama's a self-hating black.
More self-hating black.
And self-hating black doesn't make you racist. It just means you're self-hating. Like, you can't be racist to yourself. You just don't like yourself.
But he's very accepting of trannies, apparently.
Yeah, well, they can't even accept themselves, so what does that mean?
Well,
You ever seen that conspiracy that Michelle Obama's a tranny?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, fuck. Any fucking bitch that's, like, somewhat masculine is said the same thing.
I know, right?
It doesn't even about Meg Thee Stallion. They're like, that's why Tori shot her, because she's actually a man, and he found out.
So Tory shot her because apparently she was beating him? Like, what went on? What is the story that's going on?
That's just the internet, like, random people are saying that. They just say that because, like, Megan has a history of abuse, and Tori is a very small man.
So what's the story from your side?
Plausible.
From what you know?
From what I know, what I've heard is that he was, like, off the Zans, and he was mad drunk and shit, and they got into an altercation, and she tried to leave, and then he shot her.
Oh, I heard that something like that too, like other foot purposely as like a Al Pacino move, like bitch, you don't walk away from me. Shoots the foot.
Bullets make her dance. Bullets make her dance.
Which is crazy because like, if Tory can shoot at the feet, why can't cops?
I mean,
hey.
He's not trained with
They
guns.
rather put 7 shots in Jacob Blake's back than to fucking shoot someone in the foot, right?
What do you think about that whole situation?
I
don't know.
Shooting someone in the ass is a very
Jacob Blake survived, thank God.
It's gonna put someone down.
Well, it's not really a thank God situation because now
What was
he's
that?
a fucking
He survived.
parallelogram.
Oh yeah, is he paralyzed?
They said it's very unlikely they learn to walk again.
Parallelogram. So what do you think after watching that video? You obviously, my opinion is like no one should get a death sentence for something so like tackle the guy.
Hey, we'll talk to the rest of your white community because they seem to think that any time a fucking black person raises their voice at the police, that's a good enough reason to get shot in the mouth.
Spawn with shooting.
Yeah.
I'll go talk to him from Ajax right now. I'll go
You have-
drive
you have
down to
followers.
fucking Pennsylvania and be like, yo, 50-year-old cop.
Well,
can
at the
not
end of
shoot
the day,
this
like,
guy
you have
sometimes?
to, because it's just like with black people. They're like, you
What
speak
do you
for all
want me to
black
talk
people.
to? You want me to talk to my dad?
Well, you,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
electrician?
You're the
Is
white
he
guy.
supposed to stop fucking this?
They do it to us as black people. I have to speak for all black people all the fucking time. So why don't you speak for all white people for once? Jesus.
All white people, if I had to say one thing to all white people right now, I would say, for the cops, stop shooting black people. If you're going to shoot people, just keep it white. If you really want to shoot someone, just keep it to the white people. They don't matter.
More whites than blacks.
Well, you know me. You know I don't care about any life. You already know that. So that being said, like if you're going to kill people, just don't kill black people. Kill white people.
And that's what I've always said.
simple.
Not because like they should kill white people instead, but it's just like you guys are under fire.
It's
for
just less of
killing
a
black
headache.
people.
Just kill if you really have the urge to murder, just make sure it's a white person. And
You want why they don't kill white people? Because they don't want reform to change. Because if white people and all the Karens get together and they're like, oh my god, they're killing us, then
no,
they're done.
they kill white people, but white people don't give a fuck about their own people.
Yeah,
either.
they don't. Because white people
That's
are
the
mad
thing,
selfish.
like-
They only care about
Like
their
he
own
said, like
group.
there is a lot of white people that get killed by cops, and white people just don't care about each
That's not what I
other.
said. That's what they say. That's
No,
what
but that's like the argument. But even still, like white people,
Well, they just blame the
like why
media.
don't people care? It's like because as a white person, we actually just don't care
Yeah, we
about
don't-
other
yeah,
white
he doesn't
people.
give a fuck.
Like that shooter, that 17-year-old white guy that shot 2 other white people and 3 other white people in the name of Black Lives.
average white.
He didn't do it in the name
We're
of Black
talking
Lives.
about white people. Oh no, but no, they're you know this.
Mind you, he came all the way from Chicago and he's underage.
And his mom drove him there.
Imagine your mom driving you with an AR and you go to the fucking
With
protest
an
and you
illegal
dumbass.
Like,
But the crazy thing is
Did he get arrested? Oh, hold on, that's what I want to know. Did he even get arrested at all? Has he been arrested or
yeah,
they're
I
kind
got
of
like
like?
a bunch of charges.
Okay,
on
I was
him.
wondering.
yeah, he got 2 M's.
I think he turned himself
Got 2 M's
in.
and
I really think he might have turned himself in, even though he got arrested. Either way, he's got a bunch of charges there on him. But that being said, did you see the video of one of the guys he shot in the head? The guy was running around saying, "Shoot me N-word, shoot me N-word." It's a white guy dropping the N-bomb. I'm like, isn't this the kind of people you guys
Such
want
a
gone?
white dude.
Isn't this the kind of people
it
you
was
want to
weird
be
me.
shot?
It was weird to me because I'm like, you're at a BLM protest saying that, and there's black people around, and no one's saying anything.
And he's on their side.
Yeah, and he's on their side. It's weird. Like,
And then this guy ends up shooting
you know
that
what
one
it is?
racist guy.
He's
Like,
probably a white guy from the hood, or he's probably not even 100% white. He's probably like one of those super light skinned, like
no.
guys.
He was older. He was an older guy, and it looked like
He was old. He was just bald. He was like in his 30s or 40s.
That's what I mean by older than us. I mean, like
Barely. Like, what's around the corner for us? It's not like we're
well, he was
15
fully
anymore.
bald. Yeah, true.
He's bald by choice, though.
No, yeah, he looked like he had receding though.
He could have been receding.
But did you see that video I'm talking about though?
Yeah, what I'm saying. Of course I saw.
And
it.
I'm thinking that I'm not upset that this white guy's dead. Are you?
I mean,
Were you upset that guy's not here anymore with us?
Yeah, because he was on my side. Like, we can't lose the white guys that
He
are on
was-
our side
What,
because the
just
numbers are so
saying the
low.
N-word? What the fuck?
No, but he's not
No,
on
he
your
was-
side. I
he
don't
was
think.
like, shoot me, nigga, to a white guy, right? And it's like,
But like, what's he doing in the name of Black Lives?
But once
What?
again, he's saying nigga. He's not saying nigger, and he's at a BLM protest for
So
black
I can
people.
say it then, and you wouldn't be like
Well,
upset
I
about
mean,
it.
if you're in a situation of distress and like,
No. This is before.
I'll allow it.
DB, this is way before like the shooting happened. This is like earlier in the night. Video came
I
out.
don't know how earlier in the night it was.
He was like
It could've been, 30
antagonizing
minutes
some
before.
guy with a gun. It wasn't even the same guy.
It wasn't the same guy.
No, it wasn't.
People
even
are
the same
saying
guy.
it's the same guy,
No,
and they're
it
saying
was
that's
a
why
guy
he
with a
deserved to
beard. It
die.
was like a guy with a beard that he was yelling at.
Well, they were all there. All those guys. A
Yeah, I'm
bunch
sure
of them
they're
had guns, so
together.
I'm sure like one of them was the fucking kid, right?
And the guy who was a registered sex offender against a child. I'm not upset about that guy being dead. The other two,
context?
that got shot. I do feel bad about, but
I don't feel bad for them. You guys are rushing a guy with an AR-15.
Yeah,
You're
like-
stupid. And the guy with the skateboard, did he not have a gun? Like, shoot
yeah,
him, buddy.
What did common sense like? All right, I'm not feeling bad for a guy that runs up on a guy with an AR. I've always been taught, you see guy with gun, go another direction.
Yeah, fight or flight. You guys chose fight and lost, so I don't feel bad for you.
You brought a skateboard to a gunfight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's
what?
fucking hell
Yeah, but he
stupid.
tried to fight to save our fellow niggas, though.
But there was all white
That's a
people there.
different-
There was no black people
Yeah,
there.
so
Where was
at
white-
that
just
point,
a bunch of whites?
there was no black people there.
Yeah, you saw the video?
Like, in the original confrontation with the white guy that was saying nigga, there was a bunch of black people. But after that, I was
Yeah,
white
like-
people in the streets. I was like, okay.
It's like whites going off on whites in the name of blacks kind of thing. Like I said, not actually like that
But I still-
dynamic. But just
I
like,
still love it though.
that's what I mean. Like as a white guy, it's like, these white people are just a bunch of dumbasses looking for shit.
I just
They're
want-
looking for stupid. They're
I
looking
want the
for shit.
media
They're
to bring
getting
up
it.
white on white crime because that's literally what we witnessed was white on white
I
crime.
don't mind white on white crime. Kill the whites, right?
Yeah, I love them. That's my new thing.
Comment
Anytime there's white on white crime, I'm like, where's ALM now?
Anytime, bro.
Where are they? And people are like, that's a stupid thing to say. And I'm like, well, why don't you care? All lives matter.
I haven't caught any backlash from it yet. No one said anything.
No?
Man, no.
All lives matter. Do you? Oh, but yeah, it's not obvious you're black either, is it? Like, cause your accounts don't have like pictures of you, so you could be like. Like, if I saw your account and you're saying all lives matter, I wouldn't necessarily think that's satirical or ironic.
No, but I say when you say where's all lives matter now?
Oh, is that what
you
you said? I thought he just said ALM.
No, that's our like catchphrase now.
Sometimes I'll put a clown face beside it.
Yeah, I've seen your comments before. I've almost commented, but I'm like, I'm white. I'm just gonna stay out of the thing. Just not even gonna involve myself.
Why are you defending him, race traitor?
No, I was gonna actually like talk shit, like kind of like start a shit, but no, because I know him. But I'm like, oh, from the outside, this is not gonna look well.
Yeah, it's not gonna look right. And then people are gonna be like,
because they're like, I actually know the guy. Relax.
Klux Kevin. That'll be your new
Ku
IG.
Klux Kev?
Ku Klux Kev.
Klux
That
Klan.
might jump.
That sounds that sounds fire.
That sounds pretty fire. Still, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Alliteration,
You change your
Ku Klux
TikTok
Kev?
handle. Ku Klux Kev.
No, that's my burner account.
Oh my god. Niggas be talking spicy online.
Who
I
would
actually
be?
ran into a guy over the weekend. I mean, he's a YouTuber that this is what he claims anyhow.
You're not a YouTuber, bro.
Go off.
But nah, it's fucked up, Rick. It's actually funny. You know, I'll tell you guys later.
He's a YouTuber. What? He said all lives matter, and what? He got punched.
Did you see that video on Hood's site of who is it? I think it was the shootout in the BMW SUV. And
I
he
didn't see
ended
that.
up. No.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'll tell you about it later. I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah, not R.I.P., but R.I.P. to like those any lives that are getting lost to this violence. Like we need to show some more compassion.
Except for
in
the
all
police
honesty.
lives, though.
I don't think
Blue
any
lives
police
don't-
lives have lost though.
Blue lives don't
like
matter.
why does R.I.P. No lives have lost in
They're
their
not
end
born that
recently?
way. They don't matter.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't think any lives have been lost on their end. I don't
They also
Like
proved,
why would I say
they
R.I.P.
proved,
about lives that haven't lost?
they proved being gay is not a genetic code thing.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
that's a big thing I forgot to
Get
bring
the
up.
fuck
Yeah, so like these gay niggas like, oh, I'm born that way.
Get the fuck
Cap.
out of here.
Cap.
It's an environmental thing, I guess, right?
Well,
Cap.
I always believed this from like, bro, that's stupid as hell.
So how do you think this comes up? How we have so
how
much
do
more
they-
gay people now?
Because that's a lot of niggas getting fucked in their asses. They're kids,
Definitely
bro.
what you're exposed
No,
to.
but is it programming? Like, is it Disney?
It's what
Like, why?
it's what you're exposed to. One, it's also the fact that most of these people have been fucking molested. Like, end of the day, majority of people that are gay, bisexual, trans have a history of sexual damage.
Joe
That's all it
Biden.
is.
Joe Biden has entered the chat.
Joe Biden has entered the chat. American flag, eagle, emoji. You need those.
Honestly, let's just let the pedophiles back in charge of the country so we can go back to living our lives normally. Let these Joe Biden and all these pedophile Clintons and whoever else.
How about we don't?
Well, what, you want to vote Trump back in?
Over pedophiles, yeah. Like over like knowing. Technically, Trump is a pedophile too, but she was 14, so.
Joe Jorgensen 2020, that third party girl. Why not? Karen 2020.
I don't know who.
Libertarian Party.
I don't know who. Like, I don't really like pay attention to American politics. Or
So
Canadian,
what's going to happen
you
in Canadian politics? I'm going to give you a rundown. The new Canadian conservative leader won the election, but here's what's going to happen in the next 20 to 30 years. I'm going to blow up.
know?
I'm going to take over a party.
You're not gonna.
We're going to get this guy. I'm going to exploit the fuck out of this guy. He's going to run for like our local riding, and I'm going to pull that, you know, like Angela Stanton girl that like Trump has? You know that? Yeah. That's awful. But that's great. That's great.
Of course, he'd like that.
Yeah, low-key racism. I'm going to take over. I'm going to have you. I'm going to be like, yeah, he's an ex-con. Got his life around. He's a good example. Plus, you're super conservative, and I can low-key get, like, my authoritarian ways off with your support. And every time the race card, like, no, I got this guy on my side.
Isn't that basically what Biden did with Kamala Harris?
No, Kamala Harris actually runs Biden. That's a different story. Like, that's a puppet. This is a guy that's barely alive. Yo, did you see, by the way, that the Democrats were saying they don't want to debate? They're like, we shouldn't debate. They're like, we can't. Trump doesn't deserve a debate. We're like, this sounds like not democracy anymore.
All the debate really matters. Like, you know what I mean? Trump is not.
I think they just know he's going to get roasted.
Trump always loses in the debate. He lost against fucking Hillary. He looked mad dumb, but people were just like, well, we like him anyway.
But you know what Trump said as a response? He said, let's debate, but he's like, also, I demand a drug test for the debates for both of us.
Trump said that?
You want to say a drug test for Biden? Like, Biden is 77. What drugs
I think
can
it's
he do?
proving he has dementia. Because if he's on dementia meds, right?
Oh, you're fucking shitting me.
Like, think about that power
Can
movie.
you imagine
Because
that?
Trump's openly like, yeah, drug test me too, right? So he knows that, like, whatever meds he's on, it's not going to, like, be enough to, like, outrage the public. It's either he thinks that he's on dementia meds or he's on hydroxychloroquine, which is the drug that, like, it apparently prevents you from getting COVID that, like, Trump has promoted. He thinks Biden might be on that. Either way, I was like, yeah, drug test these motherfuckers. We drug test our athletes. Might as well drug test our politicians. That makes more sense.
Wait, we don't drug test our politicians?
No, that's
At
what
all?
makes no sense.
That's kind of crazy.
Rob
You
Ford,
want athletes to like perform like properly and not use steroids?
but we let people
tell
run
them
the budget.
on coke.
Oh, at best, at least ketamine or some shit, or Adderall or some
I'm
shit.
saying 100% world leaders are either on coke or heroin. One of the two.
Or adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome is not really a drug.
I thought it's a drug.
It's like a stabilizer.
Do you know what adrenochrome is? It's like kids' blood adrenalized.
What?
You blood.
Yeah, so you like get a kid really riled up and scared, and you excrete the blood from their pineal gland, where they have like really adrenalized, and then you intake it as like a drug.
It keeps you
And
young or some shit.
allegedly,
Do for you.
Keeps you young.
it's like the drug of youth. Apparently, gives you some crazy high. This is apparently what all like these celebs and elites do, but that's a conspiracy that we're gonna get
Stop talking about
demonetized
this
for
shit, bro. I
saying.
don't want to get fucking shot in the face for this.
I know, bro. Why you get into this?
JFK in my audience shit.
Fan, ever since you've been talking about that shit, oh my god. I
What?
really believe it. I think it was the tweets that.
You've been hacked.
I'm gonna start seeing black Suburbans outside my crib randomly and shit.
Yeah. Dog.
Yeah, all of a sudden Antifa's gonna be coming for your house in the name of Black Lives.
I'll fuck Antifa up.
A bunch of fucking cucks, white cucks, pretty much.
No, well, the thing is, I'll just smash anybody because I'm actually so pro-violence. So anyway, they're trying to start violence with me. I'm like, oh my god, I've been waiting for this.
You see that girl
Yay.
in Florida that just like calling that guy the N-word and spits on him?
Oh, I saw that video. It
was so ridiculous.
But it wasn't even, that's not even how it was. Because I watched the video multiple times. She was literally talking about other
She
black
reminded
people.
me of you, number one, last
Why?
week.
Why?
When you're like, if I was white, I would call people the N-word just to piss them off.
Yeah.
And then when I saw that video, I was just thinking of you as a white female.
I think I was a white female in a past life.
That's what I mean. Like that's why I was like
Yeah,
looking at this. I was
she
like,
did
this is
say
like, this, you know what I mean? I was like, this is you.
I was a conservative white woman from
You
Kentucky.
N-words. Like,
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like I was like, no, like you should have. I was Christian. I was a Bible Belt, church every Sunday. Like that's what I think.
but you cheated
Had
with
a
a
golden
black
retriever?
man, and then you ousted him and got him killed. Remember we went over this?
I don't think so.
You cheated and then you got caught, so you ousted him.
There's
You're
no
one
way
of
I would
those.
mix races. That's impossible. There's no fucking way.
But I don't know. Looking at your dating
I-
history now,
I mean,
it's only
that's
mixed.
why it makes sense with the white women thing. It's like, I'm trying to get what I was as close as I can to my whiteness and my womanness.
You should go. We should get a medium on. We should find pay someone $20 for who does those readings. Be in a past
They
life.
talk about the opium, man.
How expensive? They can't be that pricey to get one.
I've done
on.
that before.
And what do they say?
The fucking truth.
What's the truth? That
They-
you're a white
they-
woman?
No, there wasn't that. We're talking about things in my life and shit. He's just because he's never met me. When I was talking to him on the phone, he was just like, yeah, you're a black guy. It's like you're dating a white girl. He's like, you guys are going overseas soon. And we're going to fucking Paris. He got bare shit right. He knew my dad passed away. It was a bunch of shit that I don't know this guy from anywhere. He knows nothing about me.
And you said he was a black guy,
He's
right?
a black guy. He was a fucking African voodoo doctor type.
You said
You know?
Did he have a shirt on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I know he has a shirt? It wasn't a Zoom call, buddy. It was a regular fucking WhatsApp call. This nigga was in the background shaking bones and shit, and saying different fucking.
I feel like the only
languages.
psychics
Like,
I
I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck's going on over there? This guy's talking to the spirits and shit.
I don't know. You think we can get him on the pod?
I don't have the same phone anymore, but I literally could. I could call him and be like, yo, do you want to be on the podcast? But he probably wouldn't because you're white.
No. What do you mean? I'm 2% black. I'm
They
2%
don't-
Moroccan.
They don't fuck with white people at all. It's really it's like a black thing.
But I'm black. 2%. You can't just see my tans coming in nice. right now?
My thing is that the police aren't going to shoot you. So you're not
wanna
black
bet?
enough.
Bet?
You're not black enough.
Bet.
There's literally nothing you can do for him to shoot you.
Oh, there's anything. You can get police to shoot you not that hard.
I mean, if you look at the news, white people have gotten away with pretty much doing almost anything but shooting at the police.
Yes.
Not saying that white people haven't been shot for doing those same things, but there's video evidence of white people attacking them with batons, having a knife, threatening to kill themselves with a knife, still not getting shot. A bunch of weirdo shit.
Okay, number one.
That niggas get fucking lit up for.
I don't-
Christmas Day.
Yes.
Yeah, but
You'll never see us walking.
No
the streets
offense.
Underage with
I'm not gonna
You'll
say
never
that.
see me reach for my wallet quick.
And
You'll
nobody
never see that.
ask us no goddamn questions.
Well, you've never been walking in a store and them just be following you. You don't know that vibe. They're you look like you steal. How do I look like I steal?
do you steal? Have you stolen in your life at any point?
Have you?
Obviously, duh. I
Yes.
used to break into homes just for a living.
Yes, I have stolen from convenience stores. I used to break into homes for a
why
living.
don't you?
Buddy, you steal culture every day.
So why don't
Every time you call me and say Wagwan, you're stealing culture.
What? That's
While I'm
culture.
wearing this hat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this guy's telling me about appropriation.
And you sound like Justin Trudeau.
Buddy, I'm Asian.
Wagwan is appropriated by the whole GTA.
See, he sounded just like Trudeau.
Just like Wallahi. And you know what? If I was Trudeau, I would have blacked out my dick too.
Buddy, I was saying Wallahi since the 7th grade.
This guy probably had the best sex of his life that night. He blacked out his full body with the dick. Felt like probably went the dick pump
Trudeau
too.
doesn't have sex, buddy. His wife's getting fucked by Idris Elba,
He
remember?
fucks 11-year-old boys just like the Queen.
You know what? I can see Trudeau being a fruitcake. He definitely looks like a puff boy.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Dog.
That's gay to me.
The Trudeau,
It sounds slightly gay.
the Trudeau Foundation symbol.
Any man that says people kind is fire.
The Trudeau Foundation, his charity, the Trudeau Foundation symbol is the exact same symbol the
It's
FBI
not
has
the
for boy
exact
love.
same symbol. It's similar. It's very similar.
It's like 95% similar to boy
I
love.
give it a high 80. High 80.
It's
It
it's an
feels
A.
questionable.
It's an A.
It
and
feels
it's an A.
questionable, but we don't know for sure. It could just be a coincidence. And you have a really bad PR team that didn't go, yo, that's a bad sign to use. It reminds me of this.
No, it's not a bad sign. They're like, yep, this hits us spot on for what we want.
Yeah. It's the pedophilia for me.
Yeah.
Twitter bitches.
But what are they gonna do since like they closed residential schools? Like now that Black Lives Matter, where are they
They
gonna
close
get their
residential
fucking?
schools?
Where are they gonna get their
So
humans?
how are the
to
natives
traffic?
gonna get educated?
Yeah. The natives are gonna have. I get what is that? Like, how is the education done up there? Is it
They
like,
don't have education, bro. They just fucking
They
dance
have
around the
education.
fire and shit and say, hey, how are you?
dog? That's not what
That's
happened.
racist.
That being said, though, powwows are lit.
I want to assume they're fire. They're drinking literal fire water.
No, powwows are alcohol free. Actually,
And
there
they're
is
what-
versions of it
And they
that have
the peyote.
alcohol and
They
drinking.
have the peyote and shit too.
But
They
like,
get
if you go to
lit.
an official powwow, it's clean. It's like one of the things. I wonder why though.
I'm
They don't
bothered,
want
though.
none of that white man liquor ruining the powwow.
It's true. Like, what you guys did with them with alcohol was bad.
I learned of powwow dancing. It's pretty much
I
reminds
don't
me
wanna
of
see
like
you powwow dance either.
an
That's
early
really
form of
racist.
Fortnite dancing, kind of.
Cut it out.
What?
Could you
No,
imagine
they
a
do the
powwow dance
classes.
being one of the Fortnite
No,
dances?
there's videos of like
I would
kids.
scream.
So what they do is they do like powwows and like young kids, right, are at the powwows dancing, and naturally they're gonna floss because anyone 12 or under can't help themselves but flossing. So there's like videos of like official powwows, like the little kids like flossing, doing Fortnite dances.
I would fuck those kids up.
No, but it
if I was
actually-
a native elder, I'd be like, what dance is this?
No, but the powwow
This
dances,
displeases the chief.
the dances are really much like you're vibing with like that, like the music they have. So it's a lot like of that foot stuff. So when you do like the, you know, the that one, it kind of can go with it.
I'm not saying they can't match the beat. Like
It kind of fits. It kind of actually works and like
Kinda-
flows with what they're
I can't
doing.
see it. I can't see it.
I'll show you the videos. It's lit. They're going off.
You know what? I don't want to see videos of children dancing.
I'm not saying it
Well, it's a
can't
powwow, fam.
happen. Why would you choose to do some video game bullshit?
Because they're fucking 10 years old and they can't help. Like, have you ever seen
Yeah, this is supposed to be
Dog,
spiritual, nigga.
watch
Yeah,
any
this is like
like.
going to church for them niggas.
If you see any
You're
kid at
over
a
here
grocery
flossing.
store, the second they stand still, they just start flossing. There's like this weird thing.
Man, I
that
would
they
love to
can't
be a
help
parent. I would
themselves.
smack my kid in the back of the head if we're just in the middle of nowhere and this kid starts flossing and shit. Like,
Haven't you
if
seen
you
it,
don't
though?
Millie Rock or at least Harlem Shake, boy.
Harlem Shake.
Harlem Shake is a fire dance. Like, you gotta be on point with that shit. Or bust a heel and toe. But you don't know about that, Whitey.
Oh, man.
I know.
Pussy ass white boy.
Yo, don't call me a bitch ass white boy, you bitch ass black boy.
That's racist.
I know.
Exactly. See, that's the difference.
Watch your goddamn mouth.
The white boy thing in Doncic. So Doncic got called by Montrezl Harrell bitch ass white boy. I think it was.
I thought it was pussy ass white boy.
What?
Either way, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
You didn't see that? In the
Pussy ass
first
white
one?
boy definitely hits more than bitch
No,
ass
it was
white
bitch
boy.
ass. I think.
Did he say bitch ass white boy? Bitch ass white boy sounds no. I feel like he said pussy ass white boy because bitch ass white boy is more memorable.
Didn't what's his name? Seth just call someone a bitch ass the other day?
Ooh.
Like a Curry? No?
Oh yeah, Seth Curry. But that was less looked at because that was kind of one of those. He finished the play and it was on camera, but it's not the same as like this was like an interaction. Like the play was done,
Yeah, like
and
it
he
was-
walked up to him and said that, and they read his
Yeah.
lips, right? So that's why that was looked at differently. Even
then-
though Seth Curry called Paul George a bitch ass, they called him a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah. I did.
Nigga, too.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I,
no high yellow nigga.
No,
called
but
him
a
bitch
bunch
ass
of
nigga.
like your All Lives Matter clowns were really offended that Doncic was called.
Dodgers didn't even care because he's European white, so he's just like, buddy, I invented racism. Are you stupid?
Yeah, like the thing is like
Pussy ass
number
nigga.
one, Doncic and wherever he's from, they probably are from like some of the worst slums. Probably Eastern Europe is just the greasiest place ever. Like,
it's
one of
so
the
trash.
greasiest places.
You
in the
think
world.
poor black people are bad?
Yeah.
Poor Eastern Europeans.
So he probably is already like he's not fazed by any of this shit. He's like already seen shit. Number
Probably
one.
see mans get shot in the
Number
streets.
two, this guy's probably just dropping racial slurs in Slovenian.
I would
Right back,
don't even
just
know
say
what I'm
some
saying,
fucked up
bro.
shit.
He's like,
That's
that's
exactly what these Europeans do. Him and Porzingis say some fucked up shit in European. Not one person even like acknowledges it.
That's why we need Kobe, because Kobe will take the time to learn.
That's why he doesn't get stressed out. He just says some shit in his language. Yeah, Kobe would know. He would talk
Kobe
back.
like, yeah? Cool. I know some phrases too.
The thing with Kobe, he would talk shit in your language, your native tongue, just to get inside your head even more.
Yeah.
And fluently talk shit in your
Yeah,
native tongue.
that's why Kobe's the man.
Yeah.
Rest in
R.I.P.
peace.
Kobe.
Rest in peace.
What do you think about this NBA boycott, though?
I'm pissed.
Go off.
You niggas go play your fucking ball game.
Yes.
No, but
Shut the fuck up and
to me, once again, you're taking away from your platform. Like, you have the platform there, so why boycott? If you're gonna boycott, then boycott from the get-go. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't come back at all. Because at the end of the day, the only people that you're hurting are the fans that are actually watching. Because we know viewership's down, so people actually want to watch the NBA. We don't have anything to do because most of us are on COVID leave or dealing with extreme racism. I'm talking about, the Americans for the most part. So you might as well just fucking just play ball, bro. Like, give people that escape from all the fuckery in the world right now, because the world is fucking trash.
I just want to say I stand with you guys. Taking a knee. I disagree with you.
Okay.
They're so brave, and their decision making to boycott.
They're barely brave. I rate what the WNBA did, though.
I think honestly, they might have ended racism by doing this.
And that's my whole thing
it might
too.
be over
What is
good.
it? What do you guys really gain by doing this? Everyone is so aware anyway. You guys have been wearing the t-shirts the whole time. It's not as if people are like, oh, they haven't done anything, and then you stopped playing because this black guy got shot. And it's another thing too. Like, so what do we do now? Every time a black guy gets shot badly or illegally
what we
or
should do-
unfairly, the league's gonna stop, because guess what? That means there's no basketball ever. Basketball is done. The NBA is finished.
What we should do is we should probably... The only thing we can do at this point is we send all white people to re-education camps where we desensitize them.
Are there gas tanks?
Yeah, when we march them in and we treat them like the Uyghur Muslims in China.
Basically.
We blindfold them, we shave them, we sell their hair, we
feed them
harvest their
pork?
organs. And we totally ignore that it's happening for the rest of the world, and we just that's what
But
should
at the end of
happen.
the day, like,
Re-education
it's not
camps.
even important though, really. You know what I mean?
what
And the
we
reason why it's
do.
not important because it's not happening to us here. This is the same thing I say every time on the fucking pod. I'm like, you motherfuckers talk about, being mad about some nigga getting shot and the media public being fucking going off on it, but look at the Middle East. Like, you guys drop bombs there every day and like 1 million kids die and like no one cares. So
What I was thinking is
do all lives really matter?
no lives matter. I've talked about this with DB.
Yeah. Like,
And until
who gives
people
a fuck?
realize that no lives matter and you're truly insignificant, there's a certain level of entitlement to think that anyone's life matters. And people have this entitlement, I think. And I think you need to realize...
Well, we're the supreme being on the planet, bro.
But I think that's why immigrant parents are they have this thing where they realize that nothing matters. It's just a matter of they need to make better of their situation. You know what I mean? That hard work mentality where they almost don't think that there's the no life matters mentality. Where it's they've seen the shits, they're just looking for a better life, and there's no victim mentality.
If you grow up in a fucking community where bombs are blowing up every single day, and you come to North America,
that's what I'm saying. There's a humbleness that you get.
It's not even
from,
humbleness. To them, life is actually just really easier. They know how hard shit is. They came from the actual dirt. It's different. You can be being North American poor is not the same as being Middle Eastern poor.
Yeah,
You
the
know
whole
what I mean?
all lives matter sentiment's stupid. It's at no point in history has anyone ever thought all lives mattered. Truly.
Yeah.
You might like the
history has
sentiment of it.
proven that lives actually do not matter.
Yeah, the amount of people that we just kill are
Bro,
disposable
America
lives.
dropped 2 nukes in Japan, buddy. What are we talking
Even
about?
recently, Obama dropped a bomb every 3 minutes of his presidency. Do
I don't know if it was every 3
any
minutes.
lives matter?
I know,
on average.
I know it was every single day. I don't know if it was every
It was
3 minutes.
on average every
That's-
3 minutes.
Every 3 minutes is a little ridiculous. 'Cause I
Well,
don't
what
think
it
we
is...
fund that.
No, it was. It's what happened. It's what it was. No,
It's not
okay.
every 3 hours, buddy. 3
Yeah,
minutes? Bro, every 3 minutes?
years?
Think
Yeah,
about that.
man.
8 years, nigga. 8
twice.
years.
That's
Every
no.
3 minutes, bro. There
On
would be
average.
no Middle East.
No, okay.
Every 3
So,
hours,
again,
or you know what I mean?
Once again, it's not that it's getting dropped every 3 minutes. It's that they're probably blitzes of a bunch at once. I'm assuming that's how. I'm not in the army. I don't know how that
You
works.
know an average of 3 minutes?
Google it right now.
Bro, 3 minutes in 4 years is a lot. Of
Google it right now. Who has a phone? Do you have a phone? Yeah. Google. How
Come on, Stenog.
Google Obama drops bomb every 3 minutes. If it's wrong, correct me, please. But If not, either way.
How the fuck did they come up with that?
Either way, and do you see that Minneapolis? People thought that the cop shot this guy in the head, and then his surveillance showed that it was a suicide.
Well, he was actually running away because I think he killed someone or attempted to kill someone.
He attempted to.
He either attempted or he
had a gun
someone.
on him for sure.
Yeah, they say that, but at the end of the day, he killed himself, right? It's unfortunate that people took the story and ran with it and made it seem like the cops killed him, but at the end of the day, the cops are killing everybody, so you always gotta be, be wary. But once again, educate yourself. It's not hard to look online and see what actually happened.
You know what's ironic about the situation with that white guy at the protest that shot those other two white people in the videos?
Well,
when you watch the video, these protesters, they're screaming for help from the cops. They're like, come help! The same people that they're saying defund the police.
Yeah,
asking the police for
that's
help.
That's the whole thing.
Well, it's just like, no, but I just don't know what they want.
That's the whole thing. There's nothing wrong with that statement. People think that's crazy, but it's defunding the police doesn't mean the police aren't supposed to do their fucking job. This is your job. People are fucking busting off a firearm in a public place, and you're just not supposed to call for the police? That's when you're supposed to call the police. When someone's mentally ill, the cops don't really need to be there because 10 out of 10, the person ends up jumping to their death or the cops fucking kill them.
They need mental health response workers is what they needed, not cops to go to mental health calls. Did you find
that?
What I mean?
Yeah, so it was 3 every hour.
3 bombs every hour?
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's still a hefty bomb.
That's a bomb every 20 minutes. That's no better. I mean, it's better, but every 20 minutes, I'm not oh, well, great. That's, not 3 minutes.
No lives mattered. No lives mattered to the Obama administration.
It is a lot of times less. It's 5.5 times less, but it's still a ludicrous amount of bombing being done. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
But what
you know how much that must have cost? It's over $20,000 a bomb. P.S.
Or what about in for example, during that administration, what was Gaddafi, Syria or Libya?
He was Libya.
So wherever Gaddafi was in charge, they pushed pretty much the Americans came in and took Gaddafi out of power,
because
right?
They wanted to stop using the American dollar.
Yeah, exactly.
They wanted to go back to the gold exchange.
But the funny thing was, slavery was illegal under the Gaddafi regime, and they stopped slavery.
Then once Gaddafi was
Americans
gone,
take over, open slave markets open up,
and now it's one of the biggest slave trade areas in Africa.
And it's wait a minute, hold up.
Wait, you thought Africa goes to countries and liberates them and makes them better? Is that what you believed? That's why these motherfuckers are still in Afghanistan. Because they liberated it.
Well, the worst part is, with this American politics situation, okay, Trump actually... I know you're a Trump somewhat fan. I don't know what your opinion really is. You're kind of swinging all over the place.
I'm not a Trump fan, but I'm not a Trump hater.
Okay, so anyways...
I don't blindly hate Trump.
So Biden...
I used to be a Trump fan.
Biden is a part of that same administration that pretty much took Gaddafi out and ended up bringing slavery back into that area, right?
Yeah, so we can get the kids.
But Trump, for example, recently tried to pull more troops out of Afghanistan, and both Republicans and Democrats in the House blocked him from doing so. So then you're
war generates cash.
So then it's okay, so Trump isn't a crazy authoritarian dictator trying to take over countries. He's trying to pull troops out, and your own government's stopping him from doing that. So what's really going on here? And now they're gonna force Biden in, which is a very pro-war guy. And what's gonna happen?
Didn't he write Reaganomics? I think he likes a little bit of war.
Crime bill that put a bunch of blacks in jail. I don't think he cares about blacks either. But that's the narrative.
But you're not black if you don't vote for Joe Biden.
But that's the thing. And what are they doing through Black Lives Matter?
He ain't black.
So do you know a lot of this money that gets donated to Black Lives Matter gets donated to Act Blue, which is a donation to the Democratic Party?
Yeah, I've heard that.
So you're literally having people that have statistically harmed the communities the most.
When I do those donations, I do
the money getting funneled to these people.
I do it for the Bail Foundation. That's what I do it for.
What's the Bail Foundation? For bail money?
It's for bail money for people that are arrested during the protests.
That's better than
that's why I do it, right? Because
at least it's going to some dickhead that fucking did something stupid and needs a second chance. Went out to a protest.
I believe Black Lives Matter, but I don't believe in exactly everything of the BLM rhetoric.
Well, it's just this Act Blue. It's if you want to donate to the Black Lives Matter movement, getting Joe Biden in office, does that really help Black lives in any way?
Getting anyone in office doesn't help Black lives at all. It doesn't matter who's in office.
You need Kanye, might.
Oh my God.
He could. He really could. If anyone could, out of those options. He's the most likely to.
Kanye might try and pull a slavery bill and put you white people in.
Kanye's the type of guy that makes it mandatory you have to buy only in Made in USA products. He's that kind of guy. that ends up low-key saving
Yeah,
them.
because he wants to make Yeezy an American company, right? He wants it all made in America.
Which is exactly what... Okay, imagine this. If LeBron, for example, Jordan, and all these like big American athletes demanded to Nike and said, hey, Nike, the only reason we're going to represent you is if you... Like, for example, for LeBron, gets his stuff made wherever he wants. Akron, where he's from, per se. We're only going to get stuff made in USA. We're not going to partner for cheaper shoes with a fucking regime that has concentration camps. Imagine they're like, if LeBron and all those guys unified and said, we refuse to work with these oppressive regimes.
I don't understand.
That's change. That's social justice.
I don't understand why
you give
any
jobs to your
athlete would sign with a major fucking like shoe deal because
that's what I don't
you already
get.
have like you're a major athlete. You have all the stardom. You have all the advertisement. Why do you need Nike? Make your
Kanye
own
was the
shoe.
only one willing to force them to bring it back here.
Well, it's not even that. Like Kanye,
Not here, Canada,
Kanye makes
but-
a better percentage on his shoes than Michael Jordan does per year. Like
Kanye-
Jordan gets 5% of the royalties. Kanye West gets 15%.
Yeah, but Jordan ain't doing no work.
But,
That's the best part about Jordan's
But
stuff.
Kanye chooses to do the work. That's different.
No, but the best thing about Jordan, he has...
Jordan sits back and lets
No,
Tank make
but that's the
fucking
thing. He
shoes.
has Drake and DJ Khaled repping the Jordan brand. You know what I mean? He has the top celebs, and he doesn't have to do no work.
Kanye's his own entity. And it's a different thing because Jordan is like a legend in his own like field. So athletes and musicians following in the Jordan trend is different than Kanye being a musician and people
Yeah, he's a
deciding to
different
Yeezy.
thing.
You know what I mean? Like Kanye is like one of the greatest musical talents of our generation. But like Kanye's impact on the world is maybe a sliver of what Jordan is. Like,
Dude.
Jordan is the reason why people like basketball.
Jordan's
Like-
being the middleman for the owners.
Jordan
and
is the
players
reason
right
why
now.
basketball shoes are bought for non-basketball and are used as swag. Like, Jordan is the reason for all of these things.
Did you see Jordan's the middleman for the owners and the players right now? Because he's ex-player, current owner. Apparently he's being that like middleman
Well,
voice.
it doesn't make a difference because they already said the players are going to come back and play. It's only the Lakers and the Clippers that said they're not going to play.
No, they're going to
from-
play still.
Are they going to?
Yeah, it
I
was just like they had a
hoping to
team votes. Each team voted.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I thought the Lakers and the Clippers were actually saying we're not going to play. Like they've removed themselves.
But if you thought about it, if you didn't play at all, like what could you do to benefit the situation by like totally boycotting?
That's what I'm saying. The boycott doesn't really do anything. They're just saying like, oh, like, well, entertainment value. People are going to be entertained, and like, you know, these billionaires are going to get their money for us playing. And
The best was them
media.
guilting the NHL into doing it because like they were the last ones and like they had so much
Bro,
pressure.
it's not about that. It's because the NHL is a fucking white league. Like, how are you the white league still playing? Like, use your common sense. Read the fucking room, buddy. It's not even a matter of whether you believe in it or not. It's like, well, if we don't do this, we're gonna look fucked. That's why you just do it, regardless of whether you believe in it. It's public opinion. You want to look like the fucking one racist asshole. Like, that's just common sense. Like, it's not even
I think
about
it's a
being
ratings
bullied.
game. You just try to steal the
Because at the end
NBA
of the day,
ratings.
people that watch the NHL don't give a fuck about Black Lives Mattering. The fuck?
I do. I watch NHL and I give a fuck about Black Lives
The-
Matter.
but
I'm
the
sure
major-
other people do.
The majority of the NHL's fans are fucking white people, and the smallest percentage of them are the Hindus. So they have a Hindu fucking.
But not
run.
every white person doesn't believe in Black Lives
Not
Matter.
every person does, but
Haven't
a
you
lot
seen
of
these
fucking
white girls' stories?
But a lot of white people are fucking racist as tits. That's the bottom fucking line. Period. And you're talking about all white sports, so it's fair to say that a lot of NHL viewers are racist. Period. Not saying that they all are.
But
not saying
because-
that because you watch the NHL you're a racist, but because the NHL is watched by white people, and white people tend to be really good at being racist,
But
whether upfront or hidden.
What I want to say is I think more white racists support Black Lives Matter than non-whites.
Wait, what?
I think the racists are more keen to support Black Lives Matter.
Well,
than
there's
the
two
non-whites.
kinds of racists.
Because think about it.
You
Someone
have the
like me.
pandering racist, and then you have the hateful racist. The whole let me help you, little black guy. Like, that's racist. The whole fuck you, black guy. It's also racist.
Well,
There's
like
different
I
ways
think
to do
there's
it.
a good section of like white people, for example, that are like myself that understand the concept of like Black Lives Matter, but they're also like, hey, there's some like we're critical thinkers and we're gonna question things. You know what I mean? But we understand
I mean,
people need like
Is it critical
solidarity.
thinking, or is it just the silent majority slash?
You talk shit about Black Lives Matter organization too, because you're a critical thinker. You're
not
like,
really.
hey, like I'm not fully.
I don't.
for this.
I don't really voice my opinion on agreeing with Black Lives Matter because some of the things they say are
Like you just said, you
certain
don't donate
people
to
are
them.
certain things they say are contradictory,
Which is exactly what I'm saying.
which
You're,
I don't really agree with.
but you're a critical thinker, exactly.
But that's not. It's not really as deep as just saying I'm a critical thinker. It's just like to me, it's like when that black girl was saying like she was mad at all white guys and she said like all white people should die and shit. It's like I get why you said that, but you should know because you're such a voice for BLM that you shouldn't say that. So now I can't say oh yes BLM because you have a leader of BLM saying some crazy shit about white people.
no,
which
but even
is
still,
counterproductive.
to the people,
All the same type of shit.
to the people out there that say all white people should die, we're on our way out. How much population are we of the world right now? White people even.
doesn't matter what your population is. You guys
No,
are,
seriously,
but
we're
that's
like
why white people are so
16% at
deadly. Why do you
most.
think they're so deadly? Why do you think white people are so pro-white and not intermixing? Because there isn't that many of you guys, and you still run the fucking world. So if there's less of you, and you guys more of you guys are interdating,
Dog,
then
you
there's
run
less
the
white
world
folk.
more than I do. We don't run
We make the
shit.
world cool. That's the
There's
difference.
some white people that are running the world. I ain't running shit. So to say
No, that's
we
true.
are running
That's true.
anything, I ain't running shit. I barely have my life together.
That's facts.
Let
But you know,
alone-
you get your white privilege and shit that was passed down to you by the inherent white people behind the
I'm
veil
not,
that run the
but I'm
world.
not guilty about my white privilege. It's
But
under
you
my
shouldn't
control.
be guilty about it. You just have to acknowledge it. No one should be guilty about
Yeah,
being
it's just under my
privileged.
control. Like,
Are you exactly?
well, like the
fuck?
best is people will be like, you'll say an opinion, someone will be like, that's a privileged opinion. It's like, okay, like my bad, but I still have the right to an opinion. Like
You
whether
do,
it's
but
a privileged
still, but
opinion
it
or
is still a
not.
privileged opinion, and they have the right to call you
Yeah.
out for it because it's a privileged opinion.
But it's like a privileged person usually that would say that. It's usually like
then they
another
shouldn't
white
be fucking
person that
saying
would
that.
say that shit to you.
yeah, but it's just like you're both fucking.
That's
white.
the thing. It's just like, I don't know. How
But at the end of the
this
day,
works.
it's like, you know, white people trying to hold other white people accountable. Like, you know what I mean? It's all part of the process. They're trying to make you less racist, Kevin.
Oh no, I'm pretty like I'm a good amount of racist. I think.
So am I. So
I'm racist. Like when people be like, oh, like or they're scared to say they're racist. Like, have you seen my jokes, my stand up? Like I make racy jokes sometimes. Like, and it's not in a bad sense. Like I'm not going out there being
I mean,
like,
if you're a person of that race, they might think it's in a bad sense.
yeah, but it's about how you deliver. Like it's
Is
like,
it, though?
like how many people say Russell Peters is racist because he has it in good taste.
Well, no,
He knows the
they say-
room.
They don't say he's racist
He
'cause
reads
he's
the
brown.
rooms.
That's
No,
the
but
biggest
even
part.
still-
Because it's a person of color. When you're a person of color, you can get away with being racist. That's
No,
the
but
whole
even
part
being
of
white,
the
I
shtick.
can like when I say like, I make racist. Like I'm not racist, but I make racist jokes. That's a better way to put it. At times, you've heard my jokes.
But yeah, if you
We make jokes on this
it doesn't mean
podcast that
it
are
doesn't mean
race-based.
I mean, yeah, but it doesn't
But
mean
I'm
that
not
you
all
are racist for
racist.
making a racist joke.
But if someone takes
people
a
can
clip,
portray you that way.
yeah, 100%.
That's what I'm saying. They can take those jokes and say that's the kind of person you are, and those are your ideals and what you believe in, because you're white. When you're a brown person making those jokes, people automatically like, oh, it's a joke because he's a person of color.
But
that's
thing-
what I'm trying to show you is that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because we know you're joking around. Because
But
we
the
know
thing
you.
is, with me, is like it's a very like common thing to just label someone a racist nowadays. And I'm just saying,
it's easy as shit.
but that's what I'm saying. I'm not afraid of that label. Like you can call me that because I know the truth, and I know.
I mean, you should still
I'm
be
not
afraid
putting
because
on
you're
for
white.
that.
If I was white, I'd definitely be afraid. Of
A lot of
being
people are,
racist.
and they're like,
why
gonna-
might still be being racist?
Well, I think it's a form of control. They'll use that as a way to manipulate your opinion, so you don't speak your mind, you don't become a critical thinker. Like, call me racist. I'm still going to talk my shit. Because I know I'm not going to be talking shit about another race like that. I'll talk shit about the establishment, and that's usually when you get called racist. You talk shit about the establishment. People don't know how to get at you, so you're going to get called sexist or racist. They're going to come at you with some random other bullshit. Because when it happened in my music video, what was it for? An anti-COVID video. Anti-COVID music video. Someone says it's racist. You know it's not racist. You were in the video. You know damn well that wasn't racist.
I don't
but
know how they got racist.
they don't like
the
the anti-establishment, so what they're going to label you as is just racist. And then when you look at it, you're like, wait, how?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's
so
weird.
that's why it's like, I'm just saying I'm not scared of that label, and we got to be weary of just that label of be like, because people are just like, you're racist, right? You're gone. You're
Yeah.
done.
No,
You're over
100%.
here. You're
Yeah.
racist. And it's like, well, like, I'm not. Let's look into this. Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
but that being said, you gotta take it seriously. Like, if people are calling you racist, you gotta look at yourself and your actions too, right?
Yeah. But most people won't. They'll just be like, well, I am, so. Deal with it!
That's the problem with our culture. There's the lack of redemption, the opportunity for redemption. There's a lack
You
of.
mean like the cops shooting black people in the backs right away and not giving them a chance to, I don't know,
100%.
go through the due
That's exactly
process
it.
of court?
That's exactly it, and that's
And then the bootlickers will sit there and be like, but he was resisting, but he had a knife in the car, but his black skin was too threatening.
Good blacks.
But they show that. But people don't show redemption on any point. Like, if you get canceled, there's no opportunity. You're just canceled. There's no opportunity. Like, hey, I got
no,
better.
You can't say that. Look at Chris Brown. He's
I
thriving. They try to cancel Chris Breezy.
Yeah,
He's
but-
like, I'm too light skinned and I dance too good.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's too damn.
Yeah,
I'm not
he's-
gonna be
He's
sus.
too damn good.
He's too damn.
Can't stop that boy.
You look that guy in the eyes. Like, how can you not forgive him?
Yeah, it's true. He looks
Yeah.
fucking nuts. You ever look Chris Brown in the eyes? He looks fucking
You
nuts.
seen Bezos got the fucking what's it called?
Guilty outside his house because he has $200 billion and haters are gonna
People
hate.
hate capitalism, right?
People are like, oh my god, you got successful off the labor of other people. Like, okay, like every business ever, dick face, fuck nut. Like, do you understand how the world works? The people are acting like mom and pop shops are letting their cashiers make $23 an hour.
People are acting like this
Like
guy
everyone gets minimum wage, dickhead. We all do. Doesn't matter who you work for.
People are acting like this guy doesn't have a private security team 24/7.
Like, you won't get fucking wet up, my G. Like, SEAL Team 6 won't come through and baptize you in the blood of the Lord.
Like, if the hood hasn't taken care of 6ix9ine, you're not getting control of Bezos.
That's for sure.
Like, come on.
Honestly, as much as I hate 6ix9ine and his fucking his like running with the whole rat thing, it is hilarious to see people like hating on him in the streets and be like, "Fuck you," and he's just walking with like 8 6'9", 300-pound men with fucking 9mm and MP5s. I'm like, buddy, you're not doing a goddamn thing to this fucking rat.
Well,
he is a paid rat. Well, he is defended well.
While we're on the topic of snitching, is Meg Thee Stallion a snitch?
She's a fucking rat. What are you talking about?
She is, or is
she's a rat. She's a victim of domestic violence, yes, but she's still a rat. Period.
I don't understand the street code. Can you explain this for
I'll
me?
explain the street code. One is that she claims to be a street rapper, rapping from the street perspective, talking about, I have my goons and they can do this and that and the third to you, and I have men run up and do this. If you talk about that kind of lifestyle and you involve yourself in the street lifestyle, I don't care if you're a female or not, that means when police come around, keep your mouth shut. Simple as that. What? Kim did a day in a year for not snitching? And that was for a fucking body.
Kim.
You're over here crying about getting shot in your foot, my G?
It was
you got a little cheddar babas and you're mad?
Skimmed.
A little bit of fromage?
Little cheddar babas?
They're talking about men can't handle pain. Cut it out. But no, in all seriousness though, like, it's a terrible situation. Is Tory a goofy for doing it? Probably. We haven't heard his side of the story, even though I doubt it will change public opinion, or my opinion in general. He still shouldn't have shot her. But the point of the matter is that she shouldn't be talking on IG Live. Like, my G, you're an adult. Like, go to therapy.
I have a serious question.
You have so much money. If I had that kind of money, I'd be in fucking therapy all day, motherfucker. Go to fucking therapy. You're sad about getting shot? Go to therapy.
Why the fuck would you be in therapy all day? You good? You need someone to talk to you, dog?
I think all of us could use a little bit of therapy. I think every person should have access to therapy.
I
At least
I got privilege. I don't need
week.
therapy. I already got privilege.
I guess that's a white people thing.
Yeah. No, the white
Therapy.
people are the only people that go to therapy, I think.
It's true. You're so guilty about the sins of your ancestors.
I don't think that's it. I think it's
No,
just
that's
like they
not
got
right.
money to spare.
It's true.
They just need where to spend
Well,
it. They got
$2.50
plans.
an hour, bro. It's
They
mad
got healthcare
expensive,
plans that
man.
are paying that. Yo,
The
serious
health plan doesn't
question.
even pay for it. OHIP doesn't cover mental health.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
They don't care about their mental
Well,
health.
fuck about your mental health. They're like, oh, it's all in your head, buddy. If you're gonna kill yourself, kill yourself.
I got a
Now let's talk.
I got a serious question. Do you think Black Lives Matter, since this big movement, has done more to create more racism going on and create more division? Or do you think it's made us more
And this
together?
is a weird answer. And the reason why I say that yes, it has, is because the racists...
More division.
Yeah, because racists hate BLM. And it's making more people hate the idea that people are saying Black Lives Matter. So in my eyes, it's not really creating more good, because the people that weren't racist were always not racist, and they were always going to roll with that ideal. But people that were kind of on the fence and didn't really know are more emboldened to be racist. So funny enough, I think BLM actually is not doing... It's not because of what they are doing as a group, but the name itself rubs people the wrong way. They need a rebranding. Like, the idea of saying Black Lives Matter is not working. The general public cannot swallow that without saying all lives matter. So you need a different way to brand police brutality.
How do you do it? What's the branding?
Just a different fucking name. Just say, like goddamn, we're not
Because
niggers anymore.
I
That's
feel
the name of it. Call it that. We're not niggers anymore.
Well, no, I feel that too.
We're not niggers
I
we're
feel
not
that.
niggers anymore.
What are you gonna say to that?
I feel that.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Then you're fucking racist.
I feel that too in
Racist.
terms of like you said, like that since this movement, and it's not just BLM, it's the media, it's Trump, it's the politicians, it's everything combined. They're pushing so heavy to divide. There's no unity. Like, you know what I
Well,
mean?
it's
Like,
the
we're
thing
not
about how
feeling
it's
any. There's nothing that's
broadcasted,
bringing
bro.
anyone together. It's all like, how can we
It's
divide
about how
each
they
other?
talk about it, because they even look at the fact that these protests have black people and white people in unity. They never really show it that way. They just look
Yeah,
at it
they
as
could. They could easily brand
show
it like that.
They could put it out that way. They choose not to. They choose to show the division. They choose to show the angry white guys with the guns and the blacks. They choose to show the black people acting out or getting
They
upset.
choose to show the white
looters.
kids get the 5-year-old get shot in the head by a black guy and purposely try to piss off the other side. They'll show
but-
like this shit.
And that's internet media, but I also didn't understand that. Like, buddy, that guy went to jail. Like,
Yeah,
why
no.
does-
It's just same with this white guy that just shot up the people. He just went to jail. Like, justice is being
and
served.
this is the whole thing. Once again, bring it up. He got an $800,000 GoFundMe. Like, buddy, this is a kid that's dead. You know what your kid's
Yeah,
funeral
I
is?
almost
It's cheap.
commented that, dog.
It's
Well,
cheap.
I almost
It's a kid's funeral. You don't have 700. Okay, let's say they did an elaborate funeral. Oh, right, in America, because here's about $25K for a decent funeral. In the States, if you spend $25K on a funeral, you have a Wasi funeral.
Yeah.
Let's say they spend 50. Let's say they spend 100. You still have 700 fucking K for your dead kid, buddy.
Mom and dads
That's
are going on
5.
vacay.
That's a 5-year-old kid. That means you can make another fucking kid. The kid's not 13, 14. He's 5. So fuck again. You'll $750K, buy a big blicky house, maybe a little college fund for fucking this little fuck too. Who knows?
Mom
But
and
what
dad
you
are going on
complain
vacay.
You compare about Jacob Blake, who's an adult man who has a family, who's getting $1.7 million. Like, that makes sense because now he's a fucking parallelogram. He can't work. He's not dead, so there's no benefits. Now they have to pay for all his fucking chiropractor visits and his fucking leg therapy. All that bullshit costs $1 billion in the States. I bet the GoFundMe won't even cover it.
But back to the
I
Black
bet you.
Lives Matter rebranding. How would you do it? You said that's what needs to be done. So how? Like, what
I
would you
don't have an answer
rebrand
for
it?
that. What the fuck,
no, but
bro?
like, as like, if this was a
What do I
creative
look like,
meeting,
Michelle Obama?
you're not a tranny.
How do you know?
Assume the gender.
Are you assuming my assumings?
Hey, imagine you tried
I'm
to.
semi-bisexual.
You tried to yeah. That's how
I only
officially
like the opposite
identify.
sex.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah, I'm
I only like the opposite
semi-bisexual. I'm a one gender bisexual.
Yeah, titty.
I'm sapiosexual. I like smart people.
Oh, yeah.
Read me a book.
You've never, based on your dating history, you've never been prone to dating smart people.
I date women, so. Oh! You use that for your clip from TikTok?
We'll end it on
I'm
that.
like, whoa!
We got a shout out, Just Ed Woods. Thank you for the T-shirt. Shout out the sponsor, Best Kush in town. I don't. It's definitely legal.
Yeah,
it's definitely legal. Kush. Shout out Level Up Group for
Yeah.
fixing up the
backyard?
plate. Everything. Whatever you need done, they fix up.
Yeah, it's true.
Goldie Glock. He got you that chain that you're not. Did he get that? Did he make that chain too?
We make everything, bro.
Really?
Yes.
I'm gonna get a cringe chain.
Are you?
On
Not?
maybe if I make money one day, yeah, I'll do it. But
You just get gold, it's not that expensive. It's the diamonds that get you.
I'm not the kind of guy that drops $8,000 at Cabana, you know? I just don't got that kind of money.
Neither do I.
Yeah, like, you know
I
those
just
kind of
split-
people out
I
there,
just
though?
split 3 ways.
You sometimes you see those people out there that just can flex like that. That's not me. Never been
Yeah.
that kind of guy.
I'm a trust
Anyone
fund
else
baby,
we got
so.
it? Yeah, you've been a trust fund, Bo, but you're a baby of the church. You're that family that, like, when you put donations at the church, his dad was the guy stealing it.
Oh, fuck. My dad would never do that, but I was the kid that was doing
Yeah,
it. I was the kid doing it, I'm not gonna lie.
Anyone else we got to shout out? Shout out DB Visuals 4. What's your at? You want your at shout out?
Dana baby.
At Dana Baby. Is that one word, Dana Baby?
Everyone's like, Dana Baby is here?
That's like when someone gives out their old Hotmail and it's like,
Stop.
ujiz13 at hotmail.com.
My email's like HUD icon, so.
Hood icon.
Yeah.
My email's, yeah, Kevin at cringe something. All right, we're out. He's good. We got shit to do. Respect, subscribe. Subscribe, motherfuckers.